Welcome to the Fitmama podcast, where it's all about gaining your health back as a busy woman and mom, and doing it without sacrificing time with your family or business. Here is your host, mompreneur and Fitmama health coach, Angela Campbell.
Let's talk about protein. Okay. Why do I need it? All the questions, even going to give you some examples today. Okay. On today's episode on protein. So if you're actually watching me right now live stream, say hi, let me know that you're here. Trying to keep up with the comments as well too, while I'm live streaming. So I will definitely do my best in that department, but let's talk about it again. Protein is a key macronutrient. Okay. And one of the episodes in the previous weeks, I talked about your macronutrients, your macros. Everybody always asks about macros. What macros do I need? What does that even mean? Right. So for some people, it kind of sounds like a different language, and I totally get that and understand it. And it's challenging and it's hard and it's confusing. Today's world of nutrition and dieting is confusing. Let's be real. And I know the women that we coach in our program, we tell you what your macros should be, but I love to use a little bit more a more simplified approach so that it's not so overwhelming, because my goodness, it can be confusing. But one of the very first macronutrients is protein that we focus on. Why? Because I encourage you to get protein in every single one of your meals. And there's a way to do that. And I'm going to give you some examples, right? Protein is a key macronutrient that you need in your body, not just for weight loss. I know we talk about weight loss all the time, but at the same time, if you want to feel better, you want to function better in your life, you want to do all the things that so many women pour out their hearts and their souls to me on a daily basis of what they want to accomplish. And it's not always about a number on the scale. It's actually majority of the times it's not nowadays. They're tired of chasing a number. They actually want to feel better. They want to function better. They want to have more energy to keep up with their kids. They want to have more energy to keep up with their grandkids. They just want to not be so drained and tired that they have zero desire to do anything, whether it's for their business, for their life, for their job, any of that, right? So if you can relate to that and you're watching live, tell me which one. What is your biggest reason for wanting to eat healthy? Is it weight loss, or is it I just want to feel better? I'm tired of being tired, right? I hear that a lot, right? So, but protein is a key thing that you want to get into your diet more for weight loss, yes, but for feel and function while you are losing the weight, because nobody wants to feel extra tired while you're trying to lose weight or belly fat. A lot of the women that are in the group that are going through our programs, their belly fat and their inches are shrinking like crazy, sometimes way faster than even the scale. And that's a positive thing, y'all. That's something that we strive for, right? But if you've also been told to eat more protein, which majority of people have, the ones that I speak to anyway, but you have no idea what protein is, how much to eat, all the things, definitely check out this episode. If you're listening to, and if you have questions right now and you're listening to the live stream, like drop them below. I will definitely get them answered. If you are catching this later, because on the actual podcast, this episode will get uploaded to our podcast. You can listen to on Apple and download the podcast. Make sure you join our Facebook group. So much fun and love and culture and stuff going on in there for women. It's a group for women only. And that's the only stipulation. If you're on a health journey or want to be on one and need some love and support, join our group. You can actually go to our website, acfitmama.com/Facebook, and hop in there, right? So again, protein is a key macronutrient you need, not just to lose weight, not just to lose belly fat, not just to tone. How many of you guys use tone as the goal that you want right now? You want to tone, you want to tighten up the skin, you want to tighten up areas that you're just not happy with in your body, then type tone in the comments if that's your goal, because I hear that one a lot as well too. You need protein, and I love helping teach busy moms, busy women, how to lose the unwanted belly fat utilizing our lifestyle habit approach that we use in our programs, right? So before the details, I got to say a welcome to a couple women in this group that have decided like it's time to make changes and have committed to themselves and are starting in our VIP programs. I got to say welcome to Robin Bracken first, someone I've known for years, and I'm super excited to get you started this week. She actually started this week. Ashley Ward, same thing, super excited to get you started. Wendy Knoll, Sherry Hennon, both starting next week on our VIP program. So say welcome to them, because just to commit to starting is a massive step. That means you got to be dedicated and ready to rock and roll, be coachable, be ready to do the little steps, right? So again, let's get into the topic of today's episode, protein. Okay. So the first thing I really want everybody to understand is protein is vital to your health, and it's crucial to all your body's functions. Okay. This is, yes, we're going to talk a little bit about weight loss and getting it in all your meals for that purpose, belly fat loss, all the things. But how many of you guys actually, like I said already, want to feel and function better? Protein is vital to your health. Okay, not just how we physically look on the outside. And I say that again and again and again and to repeat myself because so many times, and I'm really trying to get the message out there to stop chasing quick fixes and only focusing on what you look like. Notice and focus on your health, what's going on the inside, and the weight will change. Your body will change in the process, right? But protein is vital to your health and it's crucial to all your body's functions. Consider your protein as your fuel. Okay, it's for fuel that you need to keep all the parts of your engine running. You guys, we're like a car, and if you're not fueling it with the proper nutrition, it's going to break down, it's going to fall, it's going to need a lot of costs associated with it for repair, aka medicine, aka surgeries, aka health conditions if you don't take care of yourself come into play, right? So we have to look at our bodies and consider protein as a fuel for your engine for so to function optimally. And it can be, protein can be found in a variety of foods, you guys, and I'm going to talk about those on today, right? There's 10,000 or more proteins at work in your body on a regular basis. Think about your skin, think about your bones, think about your muscles, think about all your organs. Don't only think about what we look like on the outside and what the dumb scale says. I call it dumb scale because it's something that I see break people's mindset all the time if that's the only number you focus on, right? Your body already has so much protein as protein in your skin, bones, muscles, organs, all the things, right? And here's the thing, when you're eating too little, when you're not eating enough period, enough food, enough fuel to put in your body, but even especially enough protein, then all these things, your skin, your bones, your muscles, all that stuff can actually result in growth failure. You're not going to feed it, it's not going to grow. You want to build muscle and you're working out like crazy, but not fueling it with enough protein, they're not going to grow. You're not going to tone, and you will very likely actually end up losing muscle mass, right? Like I see women a lot, like they're working out like crazy, like mad women working out super hard, and they're doing all the things, but they're not getting the proper nutrition. A lot of times you can actually lose muscle mass if you're not eating enough, right? How about getting sick? Sometimes just simply not eating enough nutrient dense foods, aka protein, is a one big one because that's the topic of today's video. A lot of times your immune system will go down, guys. If you find yourself sick all the time, like you can't beat a cold or whatever the thing that you keep fighting, sometimes it may be more nutrition related. Your body is missing something, right? So even a suppressed immune system, your heart, your respiratory, all kinds of things, right? So why do we need protein? What are some of the benefits? And then I'm going to get into like the sources of them as well too. So again, if you're able to watch this live, say hi, let me know that you're here, and ask questions if you have some. Comment, say welcome to the ladies joining, or ask, tell me what are your goals? Are you looking to tone? Are you looking to weight loss? Or you just want to feel better? Share in the comments for sure. But protein, why do we need it? Protein again is a key macronutrient that helps rebuild your body, restore your body, okay? Because that can also come in a bunch of different factors. So say if you've been sick, say if you been run down, maybe obviously a big topic of now in today's world is COVID. A lot of people are getting COVID and then you're trying to recover from it. So protein can be a vital macronutrient that you need in your body so that your body can also rebuild. Your body can also restore and recover from workouts. You're constantly working out, which is a positive thing, right? You're lifting weights, you're doing all the things, but you're not fueling your body. It's not going to be able to recover faster. I can't stress enough, like even something as simple as like being sore from your workout because you just went hard and you all the things, right? Protein will also help your body restore. Okay, so that's one of the big benefits. Something we never ever think about for the most of us anyway, just building bone and muscle tissue. Protein is your friend for that thing, right? It doesn't matter if you're trying to either bulk up or slim down. Protein is a vital part of your diet, right? So I hear the word bulk a lot. Women aren't going to bulk unless you do certain things, right? So you can't eat. I mean, if there's a whole different topic, or maybe another video talking about bulking up. I'm not going to talk a whole lot of detail about it because I don't hear any woman in my group that says, hey, I want to bulk up. Can you help me bulk up? Angela, do we want to gain muscle and tone, gain a little bit of weight? Yeah, of course. Some women I work with actually want to gain weight. Like their biggest struggle is losing. They can't gain for the life of, no matter what they do. But it doesn't matter really if you're trying to bulk up or you're trying to slim down, tone up, lose weight. Protein is going to be a vital part of it. I already talked about recovery. Definitely recovery from all the things, from your workouts, from being sick, from all the you name it, from lack of, I know one of my biggest problems that I used to have, because I was running myself ragged, just not getting enough sleep, like literally living on 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night is not healthy. If you're in that place right now, make some changes. Like you have to, or it's going to take a toll on you, mentally, physically, health issues. That's the road I was going down. 3 to 4 hours of sleep every night for almost 5 years was not enough. I wasn't eating enough protein either because I was so exhausted. I wasn't even thinking about it. All the things, like you will start to fall apart in a lot of different ways. So recovery is a part of protein, the benefit for protein. Building lean muscle. If you want to tone, when a lot of people tell me they want to tone, in order to tone, you have to build lean muscle, okay, which is going to take eating properly, eating enough protein, and lifting weights. Okay, don't be scared of weights. Women I hear a lot are scared of weights. They don't want to bulk up. You're not going to bulk up just by lifting some weights. Okay, it's going to take a lot for you to actually bulk up. Everybody's different on how fast you put on muscle, but don't be scared. Don't be scared of protein, and don't be scared of weights. Protein also helps you stay fuller longer. So this is a common topic that I talk about a lot with the women that I work with. A lot of times they're like, hey, why do I need, or why am I so starving? Why am I like, I'm going to go eat the pantry? My first question usually is, what did you eat? Tell me what you ate. And sometimes all they ate was like fruit or carbs or something by itself. Mix a protein to it. Breakfast is a common area that is a little bit more challenging for some women to get protein in. And oftentimes, if they just grab a banana on the way out the door or something, like within 30 minutes, you're like starving hungry, it's because you don't have any protein in there. Your body actually takes a lot longer. It takes up to 4 hours for your body to break down the proteins that you eat. It takes 30 minutes to burn through some carbs and sugars like fruit, AKA, hey, Linda, what's up, girl? Miss you. And so eating protein at each of your meals also keeps you fuller longer, which keeps you from grazing, which keeps you from snacking, which keeps you from overeating in the long run, which keeps you from crashing as well too. If you find yourself crashing, put crash in the comments and tell me, do you crash in the morning, middle of the day, or is it the afternoon? I hear a lot of times women crashing in the afternoon, like 2 o'clock hits, I'm done, I'm tired. There's a couple things that I usually go to, but protein is one of them. If you're not eating enough protein, you will crash, because also eating enough protein helps regulate your blood sugar, okay, which affects your energy levels. You guys, if you're just eating, like I said, a banana and that's it, 30, 40, a couple hours later, like you're going to crash because your body's blood sugar is crashing, and that makes you tired. Okay, so couple protein in it, a protein with your carb or your fruit or whatever it is, and it's going to help you regulate your blood sugar, help you keep your energy levels up. And of course, there's positive effects on your metabolism, guys, help you burn fat. You want to burn fat, you want to lose weight, you need some protein in your diet. Okay, getting protein in your diet, there's so many sources of your food that you guys that has protein in it that I guarantee you're not even thinking about, right? So if you've never tracked your food, I use MyFitnessPal. The women in my programs use MyFitnessPal. I use it for my own health coach who tracks my food and watches and sees what I eat and watches everything I do. And so it's the only true way for you to really know how many protein grams you're getting in a day. So track your food. If you've never done it, I highly suggest doing it. I don't think it's something you have to do for the rest of your life. I actually encourage doing it some and taking breaks from it, or it can truly create a negative mental effect for some women. Not everybody. Some women, it's the thing that you need to do to stay on track. And some women, it can do the opposite. So you have to figure out what works best for you. But if you've never tracked, or you haven't tracked in a long time, track as best as you can, get as accurate as you can, because it's the only way that it's really going to share and show how much protein you're getting in a day. Okay. And like I said, to get protein in all of your meals, there are a mixture of sources of food to put into your daily meals and your snacks in order to get your protein. Okay, so I'm going to talk about those a little bit. Meat is a given. Okay, animal meats, your red meats, your fish, your turkey, your chicken, eggs. All of these things are obvious sources of protein, and that's usually what people tend to think of first. I can't even talk. So obviously meats, okay, but I don't say stay away from red meat all the time. Like, I'm a fan of red meat. I grew up country. I like a steak every now and then, but limit it. Why? Because there is a lot of extra fat and saturated fats in the red meat. Okay, so you don't want red meat all the time. Don't make red meat a part of your everyday. That's just my suggestion. Red meat, like once or twice a week is okay. Again, just not every day. Try to pick your leaner sources of meats. Why? Because you're going to get more protein, less fat combined together. Okay. So yes, you can do ground beef. If you do ground beef, get the extra lean. I don't do ground beef anymore. I used to when I was pregnant with my son. My stomach just did not like it. And ever since then, I just cut it out. I switched over to ground turkey, and that's what we eat, even with our spaghetti or different things we eat, right? But if you do ground turkey, just look at the fat ones. You can get the extra lean, and it just is good. You're just cleaning your meals up just a tiny bit. Make small, tiny tweaks to lean up your meats. It's going to help you be able to have better results when it comes to weight loss. Okay, so leaner meats, chicken, turkey, fish, shellfish. Okay, if you like those sort of things, salmon, tilapia, cod, there's shrimp, little things like that. And again, if you track your food, even if it's like once a week, or not once a week, excuse me, 1 week out of the month, you will be able to get yourself on track, stay on track. The thing that I always learn about myself when I track my food and I don't track my food is when I get enough protein. It's the thing that I always realize, right? So meats given, right? So here's my biggest suggestion. If you struggle getting protein in all of your meals, think of your protein first. I know for me, when I'm going to meal prep, my first thing I think about is what protein am I going to prep this week? Because it's usually the thing that you have to cook. It's usually the thing that you necessarily don't want to have to stop and cook throughout the week. Prep it. Okay, so that's chicken. Sometimes I use the quick cooker from Pampered Chef. For my girl, Jamie Johnson, hooked me up, helped me get one of those, and teaches me and tells me, Angela, cooking that thing. Because I'm horrible. I'm not a big cook. So I love that thing because it's quick and it's easy and I don't have to do a whole lot except throw some stuff in there. Instapot, a lot of people use Instapot, crock pots. Bake your chicken, grill your chicken, whatever source you're trying to eat. My biggest thing is if you struggle with even meal prep, think of meal prepping, especially your protein. If you don't prep anything else, prep your proteins at least for your lunch, because it's going to keep you from making bad decisions when you find yourself short of time. And I don't have time to cook a chicken. I don't have time to cook a turkey or whatever it is. Prep it in advance. So meat is a given. That's an obvious source. Try to really make sure you're getting a lean protein in your big 3 main meals, right? Your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner, and especially your lunch and your dinner. Get some chicken, turkey, fish in both. Don't eat a salad by itself. I know a lot of women who they go to salads because they think that's what's best, right? There's not a whole lot of nutrition in salad unless you add meat to it. Get yourself some meat in your salad. Limit the dressing. I'm not saying don't go without it. Limit it though, because you can make a salad go real unhealthy real fast. But one of the biggest mistakes I see a lot of people do is they want to eat a salad because they're eating healthier and they're eating clean, but they're not putting meat in it. So get you some chicken, grill you some chicken, put it in there. Get you some boiled eggs. You can put boiled eggs in there. You can do ground turkey. You can throw tuna in your salad. Is also a really good option as well too. You can do beef in there, whatever works best for you. You guys make it enjoyable, make it something that you're going to like. Meat is obviously a huge source of protein. The leaner the meat, the better, at least majority of the time, right? I already talked about fish and shellfish. Salmon is my favorite fish. One, because I love the flavor of it, love the taste. It's really easy. I get mine at Aldi's. They come in packages and it's actually really fresh and it's really good and it's inexpensive. And all I do with my salmon, even my tilapia, is I get coconut oil and I melt it and I spread it on the fish, and I sprinkle lemon pepper on top of mine, put it in the oven on 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes. Done. It's as simple as that, you guys. It is not hard to cook fish. I hear a lot of the times people not cooking fish because they feel like it's hard. It's not hard. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Eggs and dairy definitely also has sources of protein. Eggs is obviously a really great one. If you're like me and like I could eat breakfast anytime all day, then go for it, right? Eggs is something that obviously very given a breakfast, a great breakfast protein. Okay, if you're struggling getting your protein in breakfast, get some eggs in there. If you have time to scramble them in the morning, great. If you don't, I also have an egg ceramic cooker that from my girl Jamie with Pampered Chef, that you literally crack the eggs in there, put it in the microwave, and it cooks it for you. It's a lot faster and simple, and you can take it with you. Or one of my favorite things that I do for protein and breakfasts are egg muffins. Put muffins. I can't even talk. Gosh. Yeah, Linda, I love salmon. Even Parker loves it. My little girl, she's 6. She will eat some salmon with me like crazy. And my husband obviously does too. But the egg muffins are another thing. If you struggle getting breakfast protein in, try egg muffins. Especially if you're short on time. What is that? All I do is I get a bowl and I crack. It depends on the size of the eggs. If I usually get the large eggs, so I crack about 10 eggs. And I'll put some turkey sausage. Like you can get turkey crumbles. I love turkey crumbles. You can put that in there. You can put bacon. You can put whatever that you like. Pretend like it's your omelet in a bowl. Okay. Put peppers in there. If you're someone who likes peppers, whatever seasoning you want, blend it up, put it in your muffin pans, 20 minutes on 350, you guys, and you have breakfast. You have breakfast eggs already made. You can literally put them in the refrigerator and then heat them up the next day for about 15 to 20 seconds is all you need. And it's warm, it's still soft, it doesn't get rubbery. And there's your eggs while you're going out the door. Okay, egg muffins are an easy one. And same thing. My daughter loves those. I need to make some more actually right now today. Dairy is also, it's got some protein, you guys. Plant-based, there's a lot of plant-based sources of protein like beans, legumes, a lot of things like that. We like black beans in my house. You can do a lot of the different beans, mix them in some of your stuff. You can also do, like, one of my favorite mixtures lately has been ground turkey, black beans, put it together in a bowl with some sort of green vegetables, and usually about a quarter cup of quinoa or brown rice. I put that in a bowl, throw some salsa on there, and bam, there's a nice healthy lunch. That's actually been one of my lunches this week. And that's what I prepped this week, and I love it. So your black beans are going to add a little extra protein. It's also going to be a carb. There's some carbs in black beans. So the best thing you can do, like I said, is track your food so you can see what all your macros are. And then also you can the green veggies, the quinoa, you're going to get a nice variety. But fiber is the other thing I was going to say. I lost train of thought for a second. Fiber is also a very positive thing when you add some beans or legumes to your mixture or whatever it is you're eating, right? So a lot of plant-based proteins can be all your beans, your legumes. You guys, even your vegetables, there are some proteins. Edamame has been one of my favorite snacks lately. I wish I had brought it in here. I should have. I get like dried edamame. It comes in a bag, just like it's over if you're in the grocery store in the aisle that has like almonds and all the nuts. Comes in a bag. It's like $3. It's very inexpensive. And I just eat them kind of like I do my almonds. So sometimes I'll replace my snack with almonds. I'll actually put edamame. There's more protein and a little less fat. So edamame is another source of protein that you can definitely get. Nuts, seeds, believe it or not, your whole grains, like I already said, some of your vegetables. Your whole grains. Quinoa is one of my favorite clean carbs. I like quinoa a lot. I will mix it with turkey or, like I said, any of those things. There's also a little bit of protein in there as well too. Your chia seeds, flaxseed, all these things have little bits of protein in there, and those little things adding to your nutrition will help you make sure that you're reaching your protein goals, right? And so if you're on a journey of weight loss, yeah, if I love it, Donna. I see you have a lot of farm fresh eggs, girl. Use those bad boys. Because you can also, if you're someone who likes boiled eggs makes a great snack. If you are someone who can eat boiled eggs for a snack, get you some boiled eggs and combine it with a fruit, and there's you a perfect healthy snack. Okay, boiled eggs, and if you're eating the whole egg, you can put nuts with it too. Just be careful, because then the yolk has fat too. You don't want to overdo your fat. I would rather see you do protein, like boiled eggs, if you're doing boiled eggs, and mix it with some fruit. There's you a healthy snack that's going to get you some protein. It's going to get you from fibers from the fruit. It's going to get you some healthy carbs from the fruit as well too. So there's a nice little balance, and some healthy fats from the yolk. So there's you a balanced snack. You need a snack idea. Get you some boiled eggs and some fruit. I like to stick to the fruits that are like berries. Why? Because they're higher in fiber, which they're also very positive with reducing inflammation in your gut. So strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. I believe it or not, bananas are actually really high in fiber as well too. So the thing is, if you're struggling getting protein in your diet and you're meal prepping or in tracking your food, I always suggest focus on your proteins first. What proteins am I going to eat this week for my snacks and for my meals, and then fill the rest in. Fill the carbs in, the rices, the sweet potatoes, the quinoas, the greens. Get your greens and at least your dinner and your lunch and dinner. Get some sort of greens, you guys, in there. Very positive for all of the feeling and the functioning. But also, if you're trying to lose weight, you guys, protein and weight loss, like high protein diets. And a lot of my women, I definitely increase their protein, especially from what they were doing. It's not natural usually for us women to just be eating a bunch of protein all day long. It's just not a natural thing, right? Protein shakes. I'm a fan of protein shakes. I love them. I use the Orgain brand, or there's also Premier Protein, which I like, because both of them you can actually get at the local grocery stores, or you can go to Orgain. It's ORGAIN.com. I actually have a code. It's AC Fitmama is the code that should get you 30% off your first order. But I love you. It's cheaper online too, to be honest with you. What you're going to spend at the grocery store for this much, you can spend for this much. So I get a lot of mine from there. But high protein diets, they're not only about excluding other food groups, you guys. So if you're on a diet and you're struggling, or I don't even like the word diet, you're trying to eat better, you want to feel better, you want to function better, you want to lose some weight, increase your protein. I promise will make a big difference. And remember this, increasing your protein, eating high protein diets are not about excluding all the other foods. It doesn't mean you have to omit your carbs because I'm eating so much protein. Don't be scared of carbs. I know this video isn't about carbs, but don't be scared of them. Just because you're eating a lot of protein doesn't mean I'm gonna get rid of all my fats. I'm only going to eat protein. I'm going to get rid of all my carbs. Don't do that. But eating more protein is shown to have much more positive results when it comes to weight loss and maintenance. Why? Because fish, chicken, beans, all these other protein-rich foods, they just don't travel as quickly from your stomach to your intestines so that your body digests it, right? I talked about this very little, but it basically just means that your stomach empties slower, at a slower rate, so that you feel fuller longer, again, which keeps you from grazing, keeps you from eating as much. If you find yourself constantly eating, like, oh my gosh, I'm always hungry. Like, I hear this a lot. Like, I just could eat anything in sight right now. Then check your protein, track your food and check your protein. I guarantee there's not enough. It takes your body longer to digest it. So you feel fuller longer. Okay. As a result, you eat less, you stress less, right? Proteins also don't cause a spike in your blood sugar levels, which causes the crash. Okay. So proteins, again, help you regulate your blood sugar levels. They don't make them spike up or down, or spike or crash. That's when you're lack of protein, that's when you get the crash. That's when you like feel super tired. Okay. Your body also has to use more energy to digest protein, ladies. Your body works harder to digest protein. That's a positive thing because it helps you actually burn more calories with that simple process right there. Okay, so again, there's so many different positives about your protein. If you have questions, drop them below. I will get back in here and answer them. I will definitely leave it at that. But if you struggle, no, if you are struggling getting your protein in, think about all the different sources I just talked about. If you're just now hopping on, you can hop back and watch the beginning, right? Go check out the unit section too of my group if you're in it, because there's a couple units that have a lot of different ideas for protein sources in there already. There's samples for you in there already. If you're in my programs, I've got another new updated list, packets, or whatever you want to call it, of a bunch of new and different recipes that are coming your way. As soon as it's done, you should have it next week. I want to set you guys up for the most success as possible. But if you are listening to this right now and you're lost, like you're like, dude, I don't even know what all you said. That sounds like a wholly another language. Or you're sick and tired and you've been doing it on your own for so long and you know that that's just not the avenue anymore. It's just not working. Then reach out for one, shoot me a message. Let's chat privately, or set up a time. I'll put the link in the description of this video for sure. And set up a time. We can have a free chat, figure out what's going on, and maybe shoot you in a direction. Maybe we can get an opportunity to work together. I would love that. If you're watching or if you're listening to this later on the actual podcast episode, not live streaming, then you can go to my website, acfitmama.com/chat, and schedule a time to chat with me for sure. But again, super excited. Welcome for all the new members in this group as it keeps growing like crazy. Invite your friends. Any woman is welcome to be in this group. It's a free group. Just know that. Love on each other, support, positivity only. Share your journey. Ask questions, all the things. Just know that this group is a place that I always want you guys to feel loved on and welcomed and in a safe zone, judge-free, and all the things. So you guys, again, that's it. I'm going to leave it there, and y'all have an amazing day. Remember, every Thursday we'll have a new topic, 11 a.m. Central, in this group live stream, so that you guys can get questions answered. So keep asking them. That's where I get my topics to talk about, is from the struggles that you guys are having. So y'all have an amazing day. Happy Thursday, and we'll chat soon.